Now, when you're doing EFT, there's a few tips that really help the effectiveness of how much it's going to work for you. So here are some tips about each type of symptom that you might be tapping on. The most important one is when you're tapping on an issue, to really focus on that issue while you're tapping and saying your sentence. So all your attention is focused on that issue, focused on the pain, or focused on the emotion, or focused on that thought and how it makes you feel. This way it really hones in on the issue and allows a greater level of separation between you and the issue, which is what we want to reduce the symptom. So when we're tapping for pain, we want to really describe in detail this pain. Is it aching? Is it sharp? Where exactly is it? How is it making us feel as well is important. Anything about the pain at all, we need to include it into the sentence. So for example, a sentence might be, even though this annoying, sharp, weird pain makes me feel angry and irritated, I deeply and completely accept myself. So you're including the description of the pain, but you're also including how it makes you feel as well. When you're tapping on emotion, ask yourself where in the body you feel your emotion, what reasons you may have for experiencing the emotion. Quite often we feel anxiety in our stomachs. So you could say, even though I feel anxious in my stomach, or even though I feel anxiety and I have a sore stomach. If there's a reason why you're anxious, then it's good to bring this into it too. So even though I'm anxious because I'm going to a job interview, or even though I'm anxious because I think my partner's going to leave me, or even though I'm anxious because I'm running late, whatever it is, it works a lot better if you include that reason into your sentence. So thoughts, negative thoughts that arise, sometimes they only last momentarily and then other ones linger. And the ones that are reoccurring and the ones that you are presently experiencing right now can be released. And it can feel strange to tap on thoughts because we're so invested in our thoughts. But the truth of it is, sometimes they're an illusion and they're not serving you. So if you release these negative thoughts, then it allows space for a different perspective, which is hugely beneficial if you can't change your situation, or if the thought is making you feel trapped, or if it's putting you in a negative space. It needs to be shifted in order for you to find that perspective that makes you happy and makes you see the world in a better light, or see your situation in a better light. So it's important that you get used to releasing these negative thoughts with EFT. Sometimes it's just a thought, and sometimes there's a really good reason why you're thinking that. It's like a story or a movie that we cycle in our minds. When you're releasing a negative thought, it's important to include the reason for thinking what you're thinking with the EFT sentence, so that you can remove all aspects of that thought pattern or that negative thought. For example, you may be having these negative thoughts similar to the cartoon picture we've got going on here. A lady wondering whether her partner who works with her is just a client, or whether they're getting a bit more friendly than just being a client. And these sorts of negative thoughts that go on in our heads can what make us feel anxious from time to time. And if we treat these negative thoughts and we shift them, then we remove ourselves from any influence over those thought patterns, having an influence on our partners and possibly enabling this process of being cheated on to happen. because we're continuously thinking about it or having anxiety about it. Now, in Ayurveda and with the law of attraction, what we think about can very well eventuate if we keep thinking the same thing over and over again. It's like telling the universe you want this thing to happen, even though that's not why we're doing it. But that is the law of attraction. So whatever we're thinking or whatever we're focusing on is what we'll attract. That's why you could have an influence with your anxiety over someone cheating or anything at all that's going on. You could have an influence just by thinking about it. Now, that's a pretty scary thought, but at least we have EFT to help us remove these negative thoughts so that we remove our own influence from these things happening. Now, when you're using EFT to decrease negativity around past events, the best and most effective way to do this is to look at how the event makes you feel first. So you can write down the memory or the past event and then write down how it makes you feel right now, and also how it made you feel back then, because sometimes they're different. And you need to treat both aspects. So even though I was angry at the time and now I feel insecure, you need to incorporate both of these emotions into your sentence. So I'll just give you an example. Say when you were a child, you had the experience of getting lost in the mall and being separated from your parent. You might say, even though I was scared and felt abandoned when I couldn't find my parents in the shopping mall, I deeply and completely accept myself. So this is the memory that you have, but it's also explaining how you felt at the time as well and releasing that. Quite often people get to the point where they remember what it was, but it no longer has an effect on them. And that's because they have treated the emotion around the issue, and therefore, because they are no longer traumatized by the memory, they can move on. Then I would move to how you're actually feeling now. So if this emotion is bringing up something for you in the present, then you need to do EFT and utilize a sentence that describes how this memory makes you feel. So if the symptom is still there after doing a few rounds of EFT, have a look at the tips that I've outlined and just make sure that there isn't anything that you can add to your sentence to really hone in on the issue and its entirety. Also, you may find that after tapping on one symptom, you now have another, which is totally normal. This just means that now you need to tap on the next most intense symptom. So you may have released anger and now some sadness has come up. That's perfectly normal. What you do now is you create another EFT sentence to describe the new symptom that you're experiencing, and then use EFT on that until that decreases, and possibly until it either changes into something else or you feel better. So quite often you might need to do 4 or 5 different symptoms that come up. Sometimes you might get away with just doing one and it's gone, and that's great. And then other times it may be a layering effect of a few symptoms that are clustered together. So you need to release all of them one by one as they come up. The more you release, the better you feel afterwards. It's really quite empowering to be able to remove these layers as easy as it is with EFT, and to make you feel better about how it is that you're feeling, so that the rest of your day is spent in an upbeat mood rather than still having to deal with this anxiety or anger or whatever it is that you may be experiencing.